Hey guys, how's it going? Otaku Mike here, back again with another video for you guys today. If you're new to the channel, as always, like, subscribe, and share the video, and make sure to comment down below. I got some cool comics / graphic novels to share with you guys today for this month. It's a tiny comic book haul, but I hope you guys stick around to check it out. I know it's not manga, but I like comics as well. I got more manga content on my channel, so go check that out if you want to look at the manga content. But we're talking about comics today, and yeah, I got some pretty cool stuff for you guys, so stick around, watch the video. Let's get into it. Right, so let's get into this. So the first comic that I picked up the Wolverine Origins and Endings. This covers Wolverine issues 36 to 40. This is after the House of M storyline, where Wolverine gets all of his memories back, and he's on a quest to go find out about his past and stuff like that, and about the son that he never knew he had. This starts off a big, huge thing for Wolverine later on. He gets his whole Wolverine Origins series that runs for quite some time, and that series is honestly kind of hit or miss towards the end, what your opinion might be. But I picked up this to read it again, because I actually had this when I started collecting single issues back when I got back into comics for the second time. Or no, for the first time, sorry. The first time, because I was in high school when I read this. And I really enjoyed this book. It's really cool. I'll show you guys some of the artwork right there. It's really good artwork. I really like the artwork. But fun fact about this book, it had some fun little things in it. It had a recipe for how to make cobbler right there. And then it had a recipe for a nutcracker tort. I don't exactly know what that is, but there is the recipe to make some, I guess, some good dishes. I don't know. But, I mean, cobbler's pretty good, you know. But it's cool to actually get a hold of this and start reading it again and collecting it again. And I don't know, but there's something about nostalgia when it comes to comics that you read when you were younger. I still think this series, or this particular storyline, actually does hold up quite well, and I look forward to reading more of it, or trying to hunt down and collecting more of it as I try to find it, because it may or may not be hard to find. I don't know. Let me know down below if the Wolverine Origins is harder to find or not. I think there might be an omnibus for it. Who knows? Oh man, look at that. I love the artwork. Look at this artwork. It's beautiful. But yeah, anyways, let's move on to the next book. So, moving on, you can spot kind of a theme with this haul, just a little bit. I got more Wolverine, and this is Wolverine. This is the trade Get Mystique. This covers issues 62 to 65. This is when I think it was right after Messiah Complex. Wolverine is sent after Mystique for what she does to, I want to say it's Charles. I think she killed Charles Xavier, but I can't remember off the top of my head. It's hard to say. Honestly, I don't remember. But Wolverine is sent off to kill Mystique, basically. And there's this whole thing about how they kind of retcon that Wolverine and Mystique actually knew each other, and they were lovers, and they worked together as stealing things like heists and con artists and stuff like that. It's a really interesting story that ends in quite of an interesting way. It's kind of becomes a knockout, drag-out fight. It's with sporadic interludes with like Wolverine's past and Mystique's, which is pretty cool, because I think they retcon it to where she actually does have a healing factor. I think. I can't remember. Sometimes my X-Men history gets all jumbled up in a little like ball in my head, so I can't remember what's canon sometimes and what's not anymore. But I think that's when they kind of retconned it, where she did have a healing factor. So it's a really good series, actually. This is a really good storyline, actually. I really do recommend it. Here's some of the artwork. It's really nice. Really nice artwork. Pretty cool. Lots of explosions, violence, all things you want from a Wolverine title, right? Moving along, I picked up the last of, I think it's the last, no. I still need Messiah Complex, and I still need Messiah Complex, and I still need Second Coming. I think I've completed the storyline for this X-Force book. But this is Kyle Yost's, and Yost and Kyle, the creative team behind the X-Force that came out in the 2000s. This is X-Force Sex and Violence. It says it all right there. This is about Wolverine has to help out Domino because the Assassin's Guild is going after her for reasons, obviously. And this book does live up to its name. It's a 3-issue series, which, here's some of the artwork. The artwork in this series is just beautiful. I loved the artwork. It's just violent and very well drawn. I just love it. See if I can show you. There's some stuff that's kind of inappropriate, and it's a very mature reader parental advisory type of situation when it comes to X-Force Sex and Violence. This also does have the new X-Men annual from 2001 in it, so that actually kind of padded this out a little bit when it came to putting more and get more bang for your buck type of situation. But this is a series that I actually really, this X-Force series is one that I really, really do enjoy. Then it spun off into the Uncanny X-Force, which is pretty good. I think it does have some hit or miss type of storylines in there, but Uncanny X-Force isn't bad. It's kind of a continuation of this X-Force series, just with a slightly different team. But I originally picked those up because I wanted to get stuff that I used to have in single issues and kind of relive, I don't know, like the glory days of collecting comics for me. Those are stories that I really, 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 I did enjoy. And I still do enjoy. But next we have a big one. This one was a kind of a whim. I picked it up. This is a series that I always wanted to read, but I never got a chance to read it. And I picked it up. I was like, I was on Amazon looking around and looking at the different hardcovers and stuff. And I was like, oh, I didn't know this had like a hardcover for it. But I picked up, what is this? Brad Meltzer's Justice League of America. This has issues 0 through 12, as well as the Justice Society crossover, which is issues 5 to 6, I believe. Yeah, it's 5 to 6, with Jeff Johns co-writing that portion of the book. I just started reading this. It's really good. DC can be very hit or miss for me sometimes. And this is around when the time where I started reading DC Comics was this era for DC. After Infinite Crisis, the 52 series, and then the that 1 year jump. This happens right after the 1 year jump storyline, where everything jumped forward 1 year. But this series, this book has been really, really good. See if I can show you guys some of the artwork. I like the artwork. I think that's Michael Turner right here. I think that's, yeah, this is Michael Turner. Michael Turner did a lot of the covers for this. R.I.P. Michael Turner. He will be missed, most definitely. But here's some more of the book, and this is all about the formation of the Justice League because the Justice League disbanded, and they're forming to pick and choose who is going to be in the new Justice League. And a lot of really C-list and B and C-list characters get their due in this, and they get to shine, and you can see why they're popular characters now. Like Black Canary, Red Tornado, I think Green Arrow, I think Zatanna as well. A bunch of other really cool characters. And then we get a bunch of like the Justice Society, which I really like. The Justice Society, I hope to get more of that as well to add to this. But let's move on to our next book. Oh, before I forget, I gotta show you guys the cover under the dust jacket. Look at this cover under the dust jacket. This is just beautiful. Beautiful artwork right there. Anyways, let's move on. So the next book I picked up on the recommendation from a friend of mine, Kenny. Thank you for the recommendation. You know who you are. But he recommended that I look at this particular Black Label book for DC. And he was like, hey, check this out. It's really good. And I was like, okay, I'll get around to it. And I had some extra money. And I picked this up. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to pick it up. I also picked it up digitally as well. And I read that first. And I reread it again. So I read it twice. I won a contest from Planes, Trains, and Comic Books podcast, where they gave away a gift card to Comixology for hitting 100 subscribers on their YouTube channel. Go check them out. I'll leave a link down in the description below for their channel. But they're a cool podcast. But I picked up Batman White Knight. This is the hardcover deluxe edition right here. This is a reimagining of a Batman universe where the Joker gets cured. Batman kind of inadvertently makes all this story happen, where he force feeds Joker these pills while he's trying to track Joker down, because Joker has these pills on him. He's like, oh, I gotta take my pills, and he's like, well, take them. And he like just jabs all these pills down his throat, and Joker becomes sane. He becomes fixed. He becomes Jack Napier. And Jack Napier wants to fix Gotham and show how bad and destructive Batman actually is. I will be doing a full review on this book on the channel, but I just want to show you guys this awesome, I love the artwork for this series. Here's some of the artwork. Here's one of the fights between Batman and the Joker. It's really cool. You get some really cool. This is only a 6-issue series, and then there is 2 sequel series, and you get these really cool covers in the back. Nice little art gallery right there with a lot of the variant covers and a lot of the cool reimagining of the characters. Nightwing actually gets a really cool costume in this. I like Nightwing's costume in this. Why doesn't Nightwing have that costume? He has this cool leather jacket on. It just looks cool. But yeah, this is a very, very interesting take on the Batman and the Joker. To say the least, I will be doing a full review on it, but I did pick this up. Go check it out. If you're looking for something different that's not in continuity with the DC universe as a whole, this is not a bad book to check out. And there's also 2 other ones. I think it's Curse of the White Knight, I think it is. And then there's a Harley Quinn series that takes place 2 years after the first 2 books in this line. This was written by Sean Murphy. It was really, really good. Really good. I was a little iffy at the beginning with certain things. I don't know if I was in the right headspace to be reading at the moment. So, because I kept falling asleep. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I did end up really enjoying this, and go check it out. I'll do a full review on the channel as we move along. Eventually I'll do a review on it. But next I picked up, one that's been in my hauls for quite some time. I picked up Invincible Ultimate Edition Volume 9. This has issues 97 to 108 in it. Right there. I only need three more of these and I complete my Invincible set. Unless you count the Guardians of the Globe and the other Invincible offshoots. Like the Adam Eve. This has been a crazy series to read. I'm currently on Deluxe Edition 6. And every time I read this, it kind of blows my mind, to be honest. But yeah, this was really cool to get. I mean, I know I've had this in my past hauls for the last couple of comic hauls that I've done, but that's it. That's all I got. Make sure to go check out my podcast called OTAKUology. It's on all major podcast platforms as well, where I talk about all things Invincible. I also talk about anime, manga, comics, life itself, the life of a collector, stuff like that. Go check it out. I do it with my friend. It's a lot of fun. We have special guests on, like we had Meet the Weeb family on. We had Planes, Trains, and Comic Books on. We had artist Chai B, who's really cool. We just had That Manga Guy on. We've had Chase the Dark Sage was a guest on our podcast, which was really cool. So yeah, go check it out. We have a bunch of creators who come and talk, we interview and talk to about things as well as us talking about manga and different animes and just life in general. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the haul. Take care and stay safe and go read some comic books or manga. It doesn't matter. Just go read, because reading is good and reading is fun. Stay safe.